songs. How like being poets at an arcade, soaking moonlit falls, unbroken past this inundated orb that we call home. And it's night and I'm alone and I'm alive.
Great day inside of Neyland Stadium. Got an opportunity. Didn't know if the weather was going to hold off. It ended up being an absolutely beautiful day out there. Guys had a ton of energy and made a bunch of plays. And on both sides of the football, I thought defensively we started extremely fast, played with energy, got off the field and played assignment sound in particular early. Offensively, as the scrimmage went on, I thought we did a great job of getting into a rhythm, creating some big plays, and operating really efficiently with our tempo, our ball mechanics, and I thought the quarterbacks did a good job of handling all those things really well throughout the day. Played air-free for the most part. We'll want to correct some things as far as decision-making inside the pocket, but took care of the football. And a really good day for us as far as our first scrimmage, first live action. Guys are going to learn a ton from this, and looking forward to moving on here as we get with them here later this weekend.
Welcome to the Talkin VAWLS Network. My name is Boogie Bentley. Opening comments there from Josh Heupel after he met with the media yesterday following Tennessee's closed scrimmage inside of Neyland Stadium. So we're going to go through some of his comments, see what we can take away. But as always, please go ahead and hit that like button just down below the video there. Just press that thumbs up. Also, make sure you are subscribed to the channel so you don't miss out when we drop a video or we decide to go live, which we will be doing on Sunday at 5 p.m. Eastern time. So I hope you'll be able to join us for that. But let's get into the press conference here with more comments from Josh Heupel.
You better be competing every single day, and iron sharpens iron. We're going to go good on good and make sure that we're pushing, challenging, and competing with each other every single day. That's out on the practice field. That's inside the strength and conditioning arena. That's who and what this program as a cornerstone is going to be a part of our foundation is that competition and having a heck of a lot of fun while we did it. Who won, who lost, man, I don't have a scoreboard on that side of it from today. I know there were a bunch of plays that were made by both sides of the football with each group. There were some things that were glaring that we got to get corrected. We're learning how to have winning habits inside of our program. We're getting rid of a bunch of habits that aren't going to help us win. The thing that I love about this group is that they listen, they're attentive, and they are working to become what they're capable of. The challenge in the race against yourself to become as good as you can, as fast as you can. These guys have accepted that in a really positive way and are starting to demand it from the guy next to him inside of the locker room. That accountability's got to come from within, and our group is starting to learn that and take ownership in it.
I know there's a lot of coach speak here, competition, mistakes that we made that have to get corrected, winning habits, et cetera, but I like the word accountability and talking about effort and demanding it of the guy across from you in the locker room. You know, we've talked about it. We beat it into the ground, the need for leadership on this team. A group of guys that just need to step up. And it sounds like a handful of these players are doing just that. But Heupel went on to talk about the open practice that's going to go down tomorrow, Saturday morning, inside of Neyland Stadium.
I think it's a great opportunity. Our guys, since the moment I've got here, have worked extremely hard. We've pushed to improve in all areas of who they are and how they operate. The football field is a big part of that. They've put in 7 great days of work up until this point. Gives us an opportunity to go showcase in front of our fans, in front of the state, you know, who and what we are at this point, but also forecast a little bit of who we're going to be by the time we get to the fall. And so an opportunity for our fans to come in and have an opportunity to see the work that our kids put in, who we are, and great opportunity for the state and for our players to get in front of or get inside of Neyland Stadium one more time and have an opportunity to go compete.
I know he is spinning this open practice as being for the fans, and I think to a certain extent it is, but it's also, you got to look at it as a huge tool for recruiting because they've got several kids that are hoping to visit Neyland tomorrow. That includes Taven Jackson, 4-star quarterback out of Indiana. If you missed the recruiting spotlight on him, go back, check that out. JP did a good job telling you exactly who Taven Jackson is and what he brings to the table, as well as where Tennessee stands on that recruit. But it's going to be big to get him on campus. Also, Brady Foley, 3-star tight end out of Cincinnati. And also hoping to get a visit from a few of those in-state kids, Caden Pope, Isaiah Horton, and Giovanni Davis. And look, this is huge because these kids, since the shutdown, have not been able to visit campus. And, we are in the midst of the recruiting dead period. So the coaches, they're not going to have an opportunity to speak with these kids or meet with these kids, but you get a chance to have these kids inside of Neyland Stadium and see exactly what this Josh Heupel-led football team is going to look like. Like he just said in the comments there, we're going to let the fans and these kids see who we are. It's just a huge opportunity and another smart move by this coaching staff. Let's hear more.
Yeah, as we've gone from day to day in practice, each quarterback's kind of been designated that they were going to run with the 1s, the 2s, or the 3s on that day. You get into a scrimmage, it's a little bit different. They basically rotated through, got a set with the 1s. The next time they were running with the 2s and then the 3s. And as we got late in the scrimmage, kind of based everything off of play count and got those guys close to evening out a little bit. I thought all 3 of them did a really good job of managing the game. Communication was good, not great. We can be better in that area. I thought they pushed the tempo. Were pretty sound in their decision-making in the passing game. All 3 of them took care of the football and allowed us to move the football at times as well. So they're picking it up, never where you want them to be. You're always pushing to be further ahead, but they are a competitive group that's approached the meeting room, the practice field the right way.
Sounds like this quarterback competition is still wide open. I do like hearing that they're protecting the football. And look, I know Josh Heupel. We all know it. He's known for developing quarterbacks, and his offense is proven. And I've not really had a whole lot of concern with the quarterback position until I was listening to Jason Swain this week. And there are several guys that are way more connected to this Tennessee program that seem to think that Josh Heupel is going to look to the transfer portal for a quarterback. And that's not a good look. It's just not. I mean, when you've got 4 guys, once Salter gets back on the team, you got 4 guys. And if you're going to the transfer portal, you're looking for a 5th. That doesn't really speak to me that you think one of those guys can get the job done. And in the words of Jason Swain on his show when he was kind of talking about this, what in the world was Chris Weinke doing in that quarterback room? What was he getting a paycheck for? That you've got 4 guys, and yeah, Hendon Hooker and Salter weren't there last year, but you got 4 guys, and if you're going to go seek a 5th, it just doesn't speak that you have a lot of confidence in the quarterbacks you have on campus. Again, he goes on to say exactly what he's looking for in a quarterback, so let's hear that.
The quarterback position, man, when I got here, I said it, we've had tall ones, we've had short ones, we've had fast ones, we have guys that didn't run quite as fast as some others, moved around probably like I did back in the day. It doesn't matter. They're accurate. Some of them have had huge arms. Some of them have just been really great with their timing. To me, it's about the intangibles, man. You got to be smart. You got to be competitive. You got to be willing to go lay it on the line every single day, 365 days out of the year. You got to be able to demand it from the guy that's next to you. Those intangible things are what we're looking for in our quarterback here at Tennessee. We're going to find it, and it's going to be a guy that helps us lead us to a championship.
I don't know, guys. I just don't know. And I've asked you this question before. I've got your feedback, but I'm going to do it again. Leave me a comment. Let me know where you're at on this quarterback room. Have you changed your mind? Or are you still rolling with the same guy? I know some of you guys think Harrison Bailey is the next Peyton Manning, and I know you're not going to come off that. You're going to stick with that no matter what. Brian Maurer has shown some flash this spring. I'm still a Hendon Hooker guy. I think Hooker brings the most to the table. But it just sounds like lately these guys are all just lumped together and nobody is really emerging as the guy. But like I said, leave me a comment. I want to know really just we're 3 weeks into spring. It's limited what we get to see. Has your mind changed? Do you feel like they're all just lumped together, or do you think that somebody stands out? I want to hear from you guys. Let me know what you think. Let's hear more from Josh Heupel as he talks about the offensive line.
I think, first of all, that group's got a lot of winning habits as far as some of the core values of what we're trying to instill inside of our program. They've grasped onto it. They're starting to demand it from everybody inside of that locker room, and great offenses. Those 5 guys up front are going to take a lot of ownership in your entire offensive unit, and we need that group to thrust into that role a little bit for us and make sure that they push us in a positive way. It's a group that competes really hard. They know that they're going to be graded every single day. The rotation changes today with the 1s, the 2s, and 3s. It was a game of mix and match throughout it. They're learning how to communicate in a really positive way. I think that versatility is critical as you get into the fall. Your guy gets nicked up, you got to be able to move a guy from inside to outside or right to left. You got to find a way to get the best 5 guys on the field at that moment. And it's a group that I like what they're doing and where they're headed.
Nice to hear some good feedback on this offensive line. It's a group a lot of us were concerned about going into this season, but they've been praised by not just the coaching staff, but also the media. And I know they've lost some guys, but, look, the Mays brothers, can Darnell Wright, can he step up? I think it was Austin Price over at VolQuest that said Wright appears to be in the best shape of his career. They're going to obviously have some depth issues. Guys on the offensive line are going to get banged up. A couple more notes from Heupel's press conference. He had no update on the players that are suspended, said it feels like they're getting close. He was asked about the inside linebacker position and almost kind of laughed as the question was being asked. Look, he knows there are major depth issues there, but I'm sure he's optimistic that he's going to get some of those guys back sooner rather than later. It is what it is. I also talked about the importance of recruiting the state of Tennessee, what it means to wear that power tee. But those are the cliff notes and the highlights. Again, just a quick reminder that we will be live on Sunday at 5 p.m. If you've never joined us, if you've never been a part of Talkin VAWLS Live, I hope to see you in that chat. It's a lot of fun. Would love to interact with you guys. Get your thoughts 3 weeks into spring practice. As always, guys, if you have not done so yet, smash that thumbs up on the way out the door. It's a joke, but it does play into the analytics of YouTube. It helps the channel, helps us grow. And you guys make this thing what it is. You guys carry this show. You build the momentum. Just hit that thumbs up. Again, be subscribed. Any other way you want to help the channel, you can share it out. When you see us post on Facebook or we post on Twitter that a new video's out, I appreciate you guys liking it. Also share it. Just blast it out. Let's see if we can grow this thing. This show is your show as much as it is ours. And we love interacting with you guys. So the more people we get in here, the more opinions, the better. But that's going to wrap it up for this video. My name is Boogie Bentley. This is the Talkin VAWLS Network. Go Big Orange.
Fellas,